Okay, so this is the last part. I'm gonna try to make this quick. I'm sorry this is so long. May I recommend like I do and not watch, but just listen to me ramble if you're even interested. Okay, so the last page of questions. Oh, do you iron all your clothes? That was one I answered in the last one. The last one, me no, my husband yes. Boys, shh. Do you have time? When do you have time for gardening your fruits and vegetables or taking care of your garden? We don't have much of a garden this year because it was a really a late winter. Boys, shh. Sorry. But as far as taking care of them, we spend about 10 to 15 minutes a night. We go out and water, and lately we've been able to pick things and stuff like that. So just not much time, but we don't have much of a garden this year, so yeah. If you can finally be a SATH, I don't know what that is. Would you like it to be for just some years? I think you meant stay-at-home mom. For just some years and then looking again for a job. If so, you're afraid of not finding a job because of all those years off the working market. I always wonder if when kids already go to school all day, if it's just not really hard or boring to stay at home alone just cleaning. You know, I've actually thought about this, and I'm kind of, as far as that goes, one day I am going to go back to work. One day, maybe. I mean, one day I do plan on going back to work. But I would ideally stay home. We have not talked about a time when I will go back to work. As of right now, it's just indefinite. I would ideally stay at home through their school years. And the reason for that is because I want to be involved with their classes. I want to go on their field trips. I want to be very, very involved with their school. I want to be at home when they get out of school. I want to be able to pick them up. I want to go to school plays, you name it. So as of right now, I just ate another cookie before I started this video, and I've got cookie on my belly. Under my shirt, it's driving me crazy. As of right now, it's just kind of indefinite. When they do go to school, though, hopefully I can do some sort of like a work-at-home mom type business thing, maybe making the customized t-shirts or just doing something that I enjoy where I can have some sort of an income. But as of right now, yeah, one day I would like to go back to work. I don't know what I'd want to do at all. And I mean, I'd probably go back and get my master's. That came out funny, but I was chewing a cookie. I'd probably go back and get my master's before I work, so I think that would probably help, maybe being fresh out of school. I don't know. As of right now, though, I'm not that worried about it, just because, dang computer. Yeah, let's see here. But I don't want to just like hang out at home, although I don't know. That's so far from now. I really haven't thought too much about it because we haven't even decided on when we will be done. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I've been doing these videos for too long now. When we will be done having children. So as far as when, you know, they're all in school, that's so many years from now that it really hasn't been too top of mind. When Deacon breastfed several times per night, how did you manage saving sleep? Okay, so enough for working full time. All right, here's how that worked. So I first started out, before we had him, I was against co-sleeping, was never going to co-sleep. It just was not going to be our thing whatsoever. I went back to work and realized there was no way in hell I could breastfeed him all through the night. And when he was 6 weeks old, and work full-time, it just was not working for me at all. So that's when we started co-sleeping, and it just kind of naturally fell into that pattern. And ever since then, we've been co-sleeping. We wouldn't change it for the world. So that's kind of how we got that done. Let's see. I would love to know how you and your husband decided for you to be a stay-at-home mom. Was he on board with it? Most definitely. He says probably at least once a day, I cannot wait for you to be a stay-at-home mom. I cannot wait for you to be a stay-at-home mom. And we talk about all the benefits and the pros and stuff like that. We're both very, very, I don't know, we're both very on board for it. I don't know why he's so on board for it. I think just because we will get more family time together, because when he's not working, I'll actually not be working. So I think that's kind of where he's the most excited about it. We're not a family who gets weekends off together, so we're both looking forward to that. Let's see. We're trying to conceive and topics come up. I've talked about what fields of work I'm in. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't, hopefully that answers. It's just, I think something too that's made him realize that he wants me to be a stay-at-home mom. He's definitely more like gung-ho for it now and more willing to make sacrifices and changes now that we have had a child in daycare and I have been working, because it's a lot. Granted, being a stay-at-home mom is a lot of work too. It's just having that time away from each other, I think, is hard. And we will still have time away from each other. It just won't be nearly as much, which is awesome. It'll just be his work. So, my daughter is 2 weeks old. I'm having the hardest time getting her to breastfeed, and I think I messaged you back. How do you handle 3 dogs with a baby? Working full-time and running a household. Does your husband walk them? We take him to the dog park 3 to 4 times a week. My husband takes him on his days off. I take him on my days off. So that's how they get like socialized and exercised. Same with me and my husband. That's our socialization and exercise. I've turned my hey, boys, no. Shh. They're obnoxious as all get up. He definitely does his fair share with them though. Working and running a household. I've kind of talked about that throughout the last few videos. What are my favorite kid and pet safe cleaning supplies and laundry supplies? I talked about that in I think part 2 maybe. Since I'm going back to work in a few weeks, do you ever do grocery shopping during your lunch hour? Yes, this is like the questions I was hoping to get throughout these whole videos. Granted, all the questions have been good. This is just hey guys, 1 second. I'm almost done. Are they being They're just wrestling. Okay. Okay. If they start doing something absurd, just cover your... Boys, cage. Sorry for the dog porn. Those two are trouble. Or at least if they're off the screen. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay, let's see here. Yes, I grocery shop on my lunch hour. And how do I keep things cool during the summer? I don't have any of those bags in here right now. You can buy the hot cold bags. Okay, I'm sorry. And they work really, really well. I also bring a lot of things in and store it in the fridge at work. I try to spare the trips where I need to. Boys! 1 sec, Cannon, come here. I try to spare the grocery trips where I need a lot of dairy items for after work and things like that. And then just do more of the dry, don't need to be refrigerated items on my lunch break. So definitely, oh my gosh, for the longest time, I went and nursed Deacon for 2 years on my lunch break. And just over the last few months, I've started to realize you can do a lot with an hour's lunch break by yourself. So I've been taking advantage of that. But I bring a lot of things into the office. So if I don't want something to melt, I'll bring it in, and just have the bags at my desk. My coworkers, there's a lot of people who do that actually. Do you have a cleaning schedule? I've talked about that. Have my meal plan? Yes. Did you make Deacon's lunches and snacks for daycare? Lunches I did not make completely, although I did supplement them based off of what I felt was still needed to the meal. His daycare was not the best with complete meals, in my opinion. But snacks, yes, I always packed him fruits and vegetables. That was without fail. He always needed fruits and vegetables. Sorry, I've got to quit eating so many cookies. I'm talking about how good I make Deacon eat. I'm eating cookies. Yeah, that's real nice. But hey, next week I'll be 9 months pregnant, so good enough. Let's see here. What's your cleaning schedule like? I've talked about that. How do you keep up with all the pet hair? I've talked about that. We have 2 cats too, so they pretty much self-maintain. They only lay in 2 spots in the house, and each week I'll just throw in their blankets. But I do a lot of things on top of things that are washable. I wash a lot of stuff. A lot of rugs and stuff like that. I hate dirty. Boys, 1 second. I'm sorry this is such a barky video. And those of you who have dogs, I'm sorry because now they're probably barking. How do you come up with the time to cook from scratch? It's fun, so I enjoy it. It's kind of like a hobby. So maybe, I don't know, that makes it easier. If they start getting bad again, I'm sorry. Let's see. How do you cook up from scratch? Clean up after cooking. You seem very busy. I am very busy, but I like to be busy. Are you a YouTube partner? I am. How do you find enough time with everything you do, plus making vlogs and your blog, which must take a lot of hours on work also? You know, ever since I got my new computer, it's really, really fast. It's really not bad. And I'll edit like while I'm doing things, so it's not ever anything like that. Anyway, if you are a YouTube partner, all your efforts should be generating your own income. Yeah, there's some people who do really well on YouTube. I'm not one of them. So that's really not, I mean, that doesn't really apply to me personally, but there's some people who do well. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it, because all these other questions I have been answered. Yeah, that is all. So I'll do like a more personal Q&A here soon, because these are going to take you guys like a month, an hour to watch. I'm sorry. Again, just listen. You don't have to watch. And okay, I've got to go break up the dogs. So anyhow, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.